totally feel that.
Yeah, totally.
My goodness. So good to see you. Thank you.
Of course.
Oh my goodness. All right. So without further ado, please introduce yourself.
My name is Erin Wolpert. I am a grief and trauma coach and the founder of Flying Solo, which is a coaching program for those dealing with grief and trauma.
My gosh. Yes. Hi.
Hi.
So why don't you tell people a little bit about where you are today? We'll start with today. And then
today I actually feel like my most authentic self I have felt in my entire life, doing what I was destined to do. Yeah.
Oh, are we gonna cry together?
I just had a great night last night with a client or hopefully a future client and at a workshop. So I'm just feeling more alive.
Right. Why is that? Like what was that?
So I actually felt like I could reach and I could be my authentic self, which, as I've said before, I really struggled with, but I was able to find a different approach to talking to people and feeling more like myself when I was doing that.
Yeah. All good.
Unfortunately, not where my background is showing.
You want to say a little bit about your background?
So the background is Sedona, Arizona, which is one of my favorite places in the world that I have been to. It is also where I found my healing. And I continue to go back to as often as I can to recharge.
Yeah. You want to talk a little bit about your healing process?
So my husband died almost 3 years ago, leaving me with 2 teenage children and not knowing who I was. I spent my entire life, like I went from, a child at home to my first marriage, to divorced, to remarried, to mom. Never took the time in 50 years figuring out who Erin was. And after I lost my husband, I struggled. And I feel like I'm tearing up. I apologize.
Please, no apologies for emotions. Come on, we know this.
I spent a lot of time struggling with just knowing what I wanted to do with my life, figuring out where I wanted to be and what my purpose was.
Yeah.
I had, as you put it so often, conditioned myself into doing what everybody else expected and living the life everybody else expected me to live instead of living the way I wanted to live. Yeah. So my first trip to Arizona, had an unbelievable experience at the Grand Canyon, watching the fog lift, which is one of the reasons why I love this picture, because it shows the clouds and the fog in Sedona. But 2 hours away at the Grand Canyon, I got there and it was completely fogged in. And as I was there over the course of the day, I watched the fog lift and I realized I could come out of the fog and be as beautiful as the Grand Canyon was. So
it just got chills.
I know, right? Every time I talk about it, it still gives me chills.
I know.
But I was able to find out who I was, and slowly but surely from there on, that was a changing point in my life. And then I started working with a mindset coach, and then I did some Reiki, and I started my business just over a year ago, but I was floundering because I didn't know which direction to go. And I just stumbled into your program on Facebook. And my life is, literally, this sounds crazy, but I feel like my life has changed because I'm able to figure out who I am, what I want to do with my business, and how to take that next step. So I'm loving it. I have more energy for doing it because I love doing it now.
Oh, wow.
It doesn't feel like a chore to try to figure out how to create programs. Literally, some of them I will be sitting in the middle of one of our group sessions talking, and I'm scribbling down stuff with ideas for programs, or have those aha moments talking to other women. And it's honestly the best decision I ever made. Yeah. Leanne, you do this to me too much.
Really cool. That's like all tears of joy.
They are tears of joy because I like me, right? How many times as women, how often do we spend not liking ourselves?
Yes.
And to be able to say I like me now for the first time at 50, almost 51 years old, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Crazy beautiful.
So yeah.
Oh, so beautiful. Truly.
Yeah.
So when you found me, because I think it was what, 3 months ago, maybe?
Probably, yeah. It feels like it's been longer because I feel so much better. But I did this program the last time you did it.
Yeah.
This 5 week live. And literally every day felt I love doing the stuff at the end of the day for the challenges and listening to you talk because you have so much energy. You make me feel like I want to match that, which cannot match your energy.
You are though. You are in your own way.
But I love
Like
it.
you
Like
said.
I
Yeah.
literally look forward to our group sessions and being on Zoom with everybody and knowing even in our group chat, if I don't have an answer, somebody else will have an answer, or we can support each other in a way that is amazing. And
Yeah.
everybody gets it because we've all been there.
Right? We've been there. We're either going through it, we've been through it,
Yeah.
or we're like coming back around.
Yeah. It's a great group of women. And I struggled because it's a tie. I thought it was going to be too much time tied into Zoom calls and meetings and things like that. I'm like, and but from my very first meeting, I never felt like I didn't belong.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so much support. And multiple people have joined, are following me on my business page. They're commenting, they're sharing my workshops. And you can just talk to any of these ladies and feel like you have always known them and always been talking to them. Can they honestly get it?
Yeah. Yeah. Was there any, I don't think I've ever asked you this, was there any like worry about like joining a group other than like the time commitment or?
The only other worry is I have is because I have tried joining other groups before, not fitting in. But I did, what made me forget that was honestly, I knew the way I enjoyed your energy, and I knew that if other people were following because of you and they're joining because of you, it was going to be fine because you just bring that out in people.
Yeah. Well, you're starting to see too of just like when you're aligning with your ideal
Yeah,
client,
last
right?
night sitting down and talking with this person, after I did a coping skills class, and that was the second session, and just sitting down talking to somebody about their experiences and knowing what they had been through and the struggles on an everyday experience, and being able to know I could be there for them and support them in a way that was positive to their feelings and their needs, and making them feel included and not like they were not somebody that someone should care about. I felt like that when my husband died. Everybody's feelings were bigger than mine, right? And I wasn't allowed to grieve my way. I was supposed to grieve for everybody else, and it was horrible. So the way I can live it now, and the way I can just say, this is my feelings, and if you don't like it, that's fine. Bye.
Right?
And
You don't have to stick
and be
around.
able to just live for me now. Yes, I am still a mom of 2 teenagers, but I can say these are my feelings, and I can start planning for a time when I don't have kids at home.
Yeah.
And knowing that this business is something that will thrive, because everybody at one point or another has some grief, some trauma, some issues that they need help with. Yeah. And what I did was turn my pain into purpose.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, we were talking about that yesterday. Yeah.
By doing that, I found my purpose in life and felt like this is what I was always supposed to do. So now that I'm getting ready to launch my first official programs, thanks to your little shoves, I feel like I'm doing the right thing.
Yeah.
So I've got lots coming up, and I don't know that I would have done this without the support of this group. The Institute has changed a lot for me.
I love it. I love seeing you and I love seeing your celebration. So I'm going to ask you to brag. I asked everybody here, I'm like, brag on yourself. What is it that you have accomplished in these 3 months? Like, what have you, because you are just like,
So I have
like I
learned
tell you, I'm
to
like, you're
value,
on
I've
fire.
learned to value myself. I feel like I'd always undervalued my services and what I was offering, and learning what my time, my knowledge, and what I have to offer has real value.
Yeah.
And I don't have to be afraid of that anymore.
That's an internal shift, a huge one.
It's huge. You know that's huge for me. So, and like I said, I have my first real program hopefully launching in January. So I'm, rather than doing free workshops, going to be offering programs for people. So more than just a one-on-one type thing offering. I actually just typed up the stuff for my membership. I'm going to be posting my membership for founding members in the next couple days, which that's a surprise for you. You didn't know I had that
I
ready.
know.
I just finished my founding member offer that I'm going to be posting so within the next day or two.
Oh, congratulations. Huge.
Yeah, so that's exciting.
Oh, and oh my gosh, so I'm gonna brag on you for a second. Do you remember the picture that you sent with like Erin's famous. So do you remember that? We were all like, you're famous! Oh my gosh!
So I did a 2-night workshop on coping skills through a resource center at a local church. And it's near my house, so we drive by it all the time. And I've seen it, but never been able to get the picture up or to take a picture of it. So the other morning on the way to school, my son was sitting in the back seat of the friend that was driving him his car, and he took a picture of it and texted me. So it had my workshop listed.
Yes.
So, and it's not a busy road, like the road in
Don't
front of the church
negate
is
it.
huge.
Don't negate it.
Yeah. And there were a couple people that had never been to any of the workshops for this program before that started last week and are now very involved with this ministry and this resource for people in my area. So like I said, the person I spoke to last night, he'd never done anything with this group before.
Yeah.
And honestly felt like I was there for him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
Yeah.
from your soul and from like all of your experience and your wisdom. How
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah. And a
And
couple of them are coming to my next in-person workshop is happening in 2 weeks. And I have people that were at this one that are going to that one. And one of them wants to sign up for my holiday program. So
oh my gosh. Yes.
I'm excited.
And I'm pretty sure that you created a journal.
Oh yeah, I have a journal available on Amazon. And the group I was with last night, my therapist from when my husband died was part of, and she was just gushing over it. And two of the people that were there last night had either won it or purchased it from the first session, and were both just bragging to everybody about the journal. So the person that won it last night's journal was very, very excited. So it's available on Amazon. It's a 31-day discovering yourself journal. Yes. If you Google my name or search my name on Amazon, you can find it. Multiple journals pop up when you say discovering yourself, but it's good. It has 31 prompts, and I'm on my mantra at the end of it that just is me just trying to help you discover whatever pain you've been through, whatever you're going on. So I love it. I'm excited.
I know. I remember when you got your first sale. And you're like,
I realized it in one of our meetings. Like, stop the meeting. Guys, I sold a journal.
Oh, we love to celebrate. Absolutely. We celebrate it all. So, yeah. Anything. Okay. So I'm trying to think, what were a couple just like moments that you were just like, I mean, you mentioned the group. I don't know if there's anything else that you want to add. I mean, you are just, again, we figured out a 3-month program, 6-month program. I mean,
yeah, I have a 3-month, 6-month, and 9-month program coming out, breaking down different stages of grief. And literally just, well, like the fog lifting thing, that was in one of our sessions. We were discussing a life-changing moment. And I sat down literally thinking I was going to write about Sedona, and ended up writing about the Grand Canyon, and developed a blog post from it, a class, and used some of that for my workshops. and I love it. It's the inspiration. I just honestly needed that little push to say, you can do this. And when I'm struggling with, all right, I can't come up with an idea for this, discussing it in the group or throwing it in the chat, and us all just bouncing everything off of each other has been amazing.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. What is it? You already talked about like how it was to be in the group. Anything else? Like when you were getting ready, you were I guess it was like at the end of the 5 days, right? And you were just
Yes.
like, okay, it's time to make a decision. Like, what was that experience like for you?
So
And
that
what?
experience actually was a lot easier than I thought it would be. Um, because talking to you just makes it's natural. Just like we are sitting here checking now, even though I know there's a bunch of people watching, I don't ever feel like the focus is on anybody else but me. So when I'm talking, the focus, when somebody's talking, the focus in the group is all on that person.
Yeah.
And I love that. And I know, as I said, from talking to you, I knew what kind of energy was going to be brought into a group just from watching you in this 5 days here. And actually, I think it was one of the evening Zooms we did. We did a safe place visualization because there was only like two of us that showed up for a Zoom, and it was awesome because I've used that example, that visualization has changed a lot of things for me. So that night, realizing where my safe place really was for the first time, even though I've done a safe place visualization multiple times, something changed. And I think that night was the clincher for me.
You're like, okay, and done.
Yeah, all right, Leanne, you sucked me in. But honestly, I need the push.
Yeah.
And this group does that better than anything else I've tried.
Yeah. Oh, so powerful. So if some of the women that are out there listening, if what would you want to tell them about their vision, about their dreams, about
If you have a vision, if you have a dream and you want to push that forward, sometimes the correct support network and the correct group of women that can give you the education you need. I'm finishing up module 1, I think it is, of the training. I'm almost done at the end of that. And I've learned so much about myself, let alone creating my own business. But I've learned so much about myself and how to just move this forward and how to move myself forward. So I've used so much of my education in the last 3 years, creating this business and becoming certified life coach and a certified grief coach and trauma coach to help my own journey. And I'm learning that I can teach off my experiences. I can lead and help people heal from my experiences with my energy and my knowledge of just the examples of everything going on. So I show up more for myself. I'm having way too much fun on social media right now with all my postings. But I'm doing so many different things. I'm on a second series with using a TV show to describe grief to people. I have just this whole month of November, I'm doing nothing but grief talk. So I'm really just helping people work through that and knowing I can do it. I didn't think I could do it before, but I didn't trust myself.
Yeah.
So I've learned in the last 3 months, I've really learned to trust myself more and to go with my gut and not let the self-doubt in the back of my head stop me.
Yes. Powerful.
Yeah.
Nobody can take that away from you any
Nope.
longer. You're not handing that over.
Yep.
I actually just had a question because we are on selling a service, and there were some moments that we had where you're like, and this is what I'm thinking about charging, and this is right. What was that experience like for you of like owning your wisdom?
So that was scary for me.
Yes.
Because I always think cheap. I always and non expensive cheap. I always think I need to downplay everything to bring people in, but I really need to own my value. And my value is so much more than just the training I've done or the sessions I sit through, there's so much value in my life experience and the time I put into developing these classes and programs. Even the time I put preparing for a one-on-one session with a client and work the journal prompts I give them and visualizations I give them and affirmations, there's time involved in that. And I was really undercharging for myself because I wasn't giving myself the credit for what I was worth and what my time was worth and what I had to offer was worth. And underpricing yourself is really not having enough value in you. That's the one thing I had to learn, because when we first discussed the pricing for my program, it was like, I was, way gonna undercharge for myself.
Yes. And I just remember being like, okay, what if we
Yeah, when you gave me that first dollar amount, I was like, oh, I can't do it. But I'm doing it. You know, I actually, when I put down the price for my monthly membership, I went almost 50% more than what I was already going with. And that's for the founding member. I already said, once I hit my founding members, the price is going up.
Yes.
So I know what my next price is going to be. And I know better how to price it. Like we had discussed, using a 7 at the end of the number sometimes is psychologically something that pulls people in.
Right. Different.
So,
right.
Yeah.
They can understand. Yeah.
Yeah. So
and own your worth.
I'm owning my worth. I'm definitely owning my worth.
Oh my gosh, I love it. And you even, I remember us talking even about like your journal and how much you were going to price it. I'm like,
I doubled what I was originally going to go with. I started paying attention when you upload stuff through the Kindle digital or online, whatever it is.
Yeah.
To do your own publishing through Kindle. I paid attention to what it said it would pay you.
Exactly.
And I was like, well, no, I want more than that for doing this, because there's a lot of work involved in that.
Absolutely. A lot of heart and a lot of soul, too.
A lot of research, a lot of heart, a lot of thought process, because there's a lot of me in that.
Exactly.
Because I literally bare my soul in just about everything I do.
And yes, you will see.
Which is why I was crying early on, because I know I did that last night, and at one point in the group we were talking, and I'm just,
oh my gosh, absolutely, it's authentic. It's heartfelt. We are heart led, so
yeah,
absolutely. Thank you for being here. Any
of
last
course.
words for anybody? Anything? Anybody? Do you want to say anything else?
Nope, I'm good.
Thank you so much, Erin. And you just keep on shining your light and inspiring so many. So thank you for allowing us to be on this journey with you.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.